Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is not a system test or anything like that. We're not doing any testing of fire alarms today. I'm just going to give you an update of what's going on. Right now, I am currently back at my job, my old job, which is my mess hall job, which I'm not getting bad money from it, but I just wanted to take some time to give you guys an update on the fire alarm stuff. I still have a big interest in fire alarms. I am no longer in the apprenticeship anymore because I rather keep the fire alarms a hobby system. But I gave the fire alarm industry a try, but for some reason it was a little bit too hard for me and it was way beyond my field, but I rather stick with my old job and do things what I want to do, and but I'm still working, guys. Don't worry. I have not lost interested in this stuff. Well, I mean, I did for a little bit because I was getting overwhelmed with it, so I decided to take a break from it for a bit. Not giving it up or anything like that. So don't worry, guys. I still plan on staying faithful to this hobby, and I just wanted to give you guys some time about what's going on with my panel. My panel is doing all right. It's been working pretty good. I had no troubles with it whatsoever ever since I got the problem fixed. That AC fault trouble that I had in the past, that's no longer a thing now. So this panel has been doing a really good job of serving me service of doing my system tests, and I'm glad it gets the job done. And my booster panel also does the same thing. I did get that panel for free, and well, this is the only panel I bought out of my own pocket. $283, not a bad deal for a panel like this. But I have something a little bit special, and it's over to the left of the video once I turn the camera in just a second here, and you'll be able to see that here in just a minute. So I'm no longer really in the industry anymore, guys, because it was just way too much for me, and I didn't want to overwhelm myself. Well, I did it for the whole summer, but it was a little bit too much work to do, and it was really complicated and all that stuff, and a lot of stuff like sprinkler systems, this or that, and all this, a lot of the fire alarm stuff was way beyond my field. A lot of stuff that I didn't know nothing about, and some things that I didn't know. But I do know a lot about fire alarms in my force of range of hobby systems, okay? And what's happening with the MSJ, he's trying to get back into the fire alarm system, so a big shout out to the MSJ 191961, guys. Please be patient with him, guys. He is trying to get the fire alarms back up and running again. He just has to take some time for himself so he can get back to you guys as soon as possible. Just don't feel disappointed, guys. I'm always around as well. I have to take care of some things as well, so this is probably a very similar update that I'm going to give to you, just like the MSJ 191961, but I'm not trying to take his place or anything like that, or copy him or anything like that. But over to my left, that's right, I have a second fire alarm control panel. I have a second one, but this one right here is a Silenite 5204 conventional 5-zone 5-NAC control panel. And you also have the LCD screen. Actually, that's a digital red screen but this one has a green digital screen. This one has a red one. But the AC and DC power LEDs, you got maintenance LEDs. So, yeah, I know it's raining outside. We have a nasty storm right now. And to the left of the panel, these are all the devices that I got from the industry. So, some people may be saying, did Jonathan Ryerson, did you buy all of this stuff? Actually, guys, no, I did not buy this stuff. I actually got this stuff for free. And this panel came out of a group home, probably a nursing home, because I actually pulled this panel out with Scott Irish. So Scott, that's been in the fire alarm industry for 20 years, 20-something years. So it actually took me 45 minutes to pull this panel out, and this panel got replaced with a Silent-Knight 5207, and it's long, and it's one of those biggest, long and skinny Silent-Knight control panels. So, and that's how I got this panel. So I basically brought this panel home, cleaned it up, and gave it a try, and it works just fine. But the only thing is, I cannot change the coding options on it. There's no possible way to change the coding options without the annunciator keypad that plugs into it. But let's open it up and see what this thing is all about. So inside this panel, you have the wires, but with this panel, the batteries wire separately. So each two wires have 12 volts each. And you have these membrane keys right here underneath the maintenance and LEDs and the digital screen. So I'll power this panel up in another video, guys, but right now I just don't feel like powering it up right now because well, I did hook an extension cord to it. So this, believe it or not, this panel has a loud piezo. Here are the 5 zones, and here are the NACs right here on the left side of the board. And as I was saying, guys, this took me 45 minutes to pull this panel out and replace. So this panel is basically retired from this group home that I pulled it out of. So this is basically a retired panel. So it's retired. So what retired basically means is they don't use this anymore in the building. So that there's not really much to see directly inside, but it does have some general information to how to use it on the front, where on this black right here. And it also came with a Silent-Knight key, which is kind of plain and generic and basic. And on the side, direct side right here, I have these devices that I got from the industry as well. So how did I get these devices? And I could tell you guys, you already know that I got this Wheelock Exceeder from Scott. But yeah, this is a Wheelock Exceeder HS Hornstrobe, and I'm surprised it does work. It works just fine. The second device that I got is, this is a System Sensor Spectre Alert Advance SCR strobe that mounts on the ceiling. And I got this from the Bloomies that was under renovation a couple months ago. So thank you so much to Damien one of the master technicians of the fire alarm company. He was so nice to let me have this device, and out of all the Wheelock Exceeders that were in the box, this was the only oddball device I found, so I wanted to have another Spectre Alert Advance in red that mounts on the ceiling, so I finally got one. It's a really cool device. It's multi-candela. It's a strobe only, remote strobe. It's a very cool device, even though it's not a horn strobe. So thank you so much. Here is a Wheelock RSS multi-candela strobe. I got this from out of Scott's truck. So same truck that I got the Wheelock Exceeder out of. And what do you think this is, guys? This is an Edwards Integrity strobe. That is a single gang. There's not really many of these on eBay, but it's unenhanced and it's a 110 candela strobe. I pulled this out of the gym at Riverbend Middle School when we were replacing the whole EST system to a notifier system at Riverbend Middle School. If you don't know what Riverbend Middle School is, you can look it up online, and you can also search the video that I posted of recording the new fire alarm system. And I've gotten a couple of comments in that video and saying that why are the old Integrity horn strobes still up? That's because we haven't had a chance to take them down, guys. You know, it takes time to pull out all of that old wire that's not being used anymore out of the cons in the wall, and it's actually kind of complicated stuff to do. So basically all of these devices that are not being used anymore in buildings right now, they're basically, all of this stuff is basically retired. But I'm bringing it, so I'm putting this stuff to good use. I don't know when I'm going to use this panel. I'll demonstrate with it, guys. I'm not sure if I want to use it for mini tests, but I didn't expect to have a second panel, a second control panel, since the Ancient Release control system's been doing a really good job. I love this panel a lot. I really love it. I don't want to give it up, guys. Please don't ask for it. Just because I have a second panel, it doesn't mean I'm going to sell it, okay? So please, don't ask for it. None of this stuff is for sale, guys. If I have too many of the same duplicates, then I would put a couple of them up for sale. But right now, I just want you guys to sit back and relax and enjoy this video of this update, and I just wanted to let you guys know how I got all this stuff. So all this stuff came out of all over in the industry, pretty much. Like, this panel came out of the group home. These two devices came out of Scott's truck, these two Wheelock devices. The system sensor stuff, which is this device right here, came out of the Bloomies store that's being renovated. And they have a Mercom system there, and it's full of Wheelock Exceeder horn strobes and strobe onlys. And the whole EST system is now gone in Riverbend Middle School because the whole notifier system has been replaced with they have a big notifier panel with System Sensor L Series ceiling mount horn strobes and System Sensor Spectre Alert Advance horn strobes outside in the shower rooms and the locker rooms. And they have System Sensor L Series on the wall as well, in the auditorium and in the gym. So a lot of the systems around these days right now in this present time are constantly being replaced to System Sensor L Series and notifier systems or firelight systems or something like that. So something that's reliable and more ADA compliant. But the EST system is basically retired. So anyways, guys, I am basically no longer in the industry. Well, sad to say, well, not too sad because it was a little bit too much for me anyway. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video of this wonderful fire alarm update of some of the new stuff that I got. But those alarms will be tested real soon, and individual fire alarm tests. But the fire alarm test demo series is still being continued. And fire alarm test number 45 and system test number 29 will be coming soon. So please bear with me, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys to death, and Halloween is around the corner, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, and that will be it. Take care.